Here is your full emotional, long-form story, written in smooth paragraphs, no headings, no breaks, perfectly paced for a 40-minute YouTube video. If you want image prompts, SEO package, or shorts hooks, just tell me. The restaurant door swung open, and everything changed. Minutes earlier, Elena Hart, the youngest Paralyzed CEO in the country, had sworn she'd never smile again. She sat at the corner table, elegant but stiff, her wheelchair locked beside her, her face frozen between disappointment and exhaustion. All she wanted was a moment of normalcy, a blind date someone insisted could fix her loneliness. But when the man she was supposed to meet saw her wheelchair from afar, he turned around and left without even pretending. She watched him walk away through the glass window. No explanation, no apology, just gone. And then he walked in. Daniel Brooks, single dad, mechanic, sleeves still smelling faintly of engine oil, and eyes tired yet warm, stepped inside holding a small flower his daughter insisted he bring. He wasn't supposed to be her date. He was supposed to meet someone else entirely. But life has its own way of pushing two broken souls toward each other. You're not going to believe how this meeting turns into the moment she discovers joy again, so stick with this story till the end. And if you love emotional, life-changing stories, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more. Daniel scanned the restaurant, confused. His date hadn't arrived yet, so he wandered awkwardly. He tried to text the woman who matched with him on a single-parent app, but she didn't respond. That's when he noticed Elena. Not because of her wheelchair, but because she looked like someone holding back a storm. She wiped a tear quickly, hoping no one saw. But Daniel did, and his heart tugged. He hesitated before approaching. A simple, shy question slipped from him. Excuse me, are you okay? She wasn't, but she didn't want pity. I'm fine, she said, forcing a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. Just a misunderstanding. He nodded and tried to walk away. It wasn't his business. But his daughter Mia, his entire world, always reminded him, Dad, be kind. Some people hide their battles. So he turned back. Would you like someone to sit with you until your friend comes? Elena blinked in surprise. No hesitation. No awkward glances toward her chair. Just simple human kindness. I don't think he's coming, she whispered. Daniel exhaled softly and pulled out a chair. Then I'll sit with you. If that's okay. Elena nodded, a little embarrassed, a little relieved. Their conversation began awkwardly, two strangers trying to find the right words. But soon, Elena found herself laughing at a silly story about Daniel spilling shampoo all over his daughter the night before. Her laughter surprised her, it felt strange, unfamiliar. Had it really been that long since something made her genuinely smile? Daniel noticed. There it is, he said gently. You've got a nice laugh. She blushed. Compliments used to come easily, but after the accident that paralyzed her from the waist down, she convinced herself no man would ever look at her the same way again. She tried to shift the spotlight. What about your date? Won't she be upset you're sitting with a stranger? Daniel shrugged. Honestly, I think I've been stood up too. They shared a moment, two people rejected on the same night, sitting together by fate's design. Hours passed without them realizing. She told him about her accident, how a drunk driver hit her car a year ago, turning her whole world upside down. Daniel listened without interrupting, his eyes steady, kind, never once looking at her with pity. When the restaurant closed, Daniel walked her outside. Can I call you a cab? He asked politely. Elena looked at him for a long moment. Would you like to meet again? Daniel smiled softly. I'd like that. But life, like always, wasn't ready to make it easy for them. The next morning, Elena's company assistant burst into her office. Ma'am, there's a single dad applying for a junior mechanic contract. He mentioned your name as his reference. Elena's breath caught. Daniel Brooks. Her assistant nodded. Yes, he said he met you by accident. Literally. She laughed under her breath. No, not an accident. Fate, maybe. She approved his application instantly. But she didn't tell him. Instead, she called him personally. Daniel, you got the contract. He sounded stunned. Wait, you're the CEO. She laughed again. Surprise. From that day on, their lives intertwined. Every morning he'd stop by her office to bring her coffee, CEO fuel, he called it. Sometimes he brought Mia too, who adored Elena instantly, asking innocent questions about her wheelchair that made Elena giggle. Mia didn't see Elena's disability, she only saw a cool lady with shiny wheels. But rumors spread. Some employees whispered that Daniel only wanted the CEO's money. Others said Elena was desperate and using her power to keep a man. One day, Elena overheard two women in the hallway saying, she should have accepted she's damaged. Why chase men? The words cut deep. That afternoon, Elena canceled dinner plans with Daniel, claiming she was too busy. Daniel knew she was lying. But he didn't push. He simply showed up at her house later with Mia holding a handmade card. A shaky crayon drawing showed Elena smiling beside Mia, with Daniel holding their hands. Elena broke down. I don't deserve this, she whispered. I can't even walk. My life is complicated. People are talking. Daniel knelt beside her wheelchair, gently holding her hand. Elena, you think your legs define your worth. You think your chair cancels out your heart. You stood up for me before you even knew me. And Mia, she loves you already. And he paused, breath shaky. I care about you. More than you think. Tears filled her eyes. Daniel, what if I slow down your life? What if? You don't slow me down, he said firmly. You're the reason I want to go forward.